Hey guys, this is Indu here. Hope all are fine at home. So in this video, we are going to see about exam tips. Yes, as all the class 10 CBSE board examination students are nearing your examination, everybody are asking me question how to write, how to present your board examination. So this is what I'm going to share in this video today. So as far as history and civics are concerned, as far as your SST are concerned, how to present your examination, that's what I'm going to tell you in this video. I hope this is going to be most effective one and fetches you more marks in board examination, right? So firstly, to begin with, I request all the students to attend all the questions, right? So I think you might have received your blueprint. You have got 80 mark segregation in which 1 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark and 5 mark, and then you have map. So this is what you're going to get for your board examination as far as SST is concerned. So if it is the case, how to present 1 mark, how to present 3 mark, how to attend your source based question which is newly started, how to write 5 mark question, and how to plot the map places. So this is what the question often my students ask me, right? So one by one, I'll just quickly tell you how to prepare for your board examination and how to reflect the same in your exam paper, right? Tip number 1, attend all the questions which comes for board examination. Why? Because if you're attending all the answers, which obviously fetches you the average mark, the minimum pass guarantee mark for your board examination. So do not leave any question. Attend all the question and make sure you're giving the sufficient answer for each and every question. Tip number 2, the proper question number. Everybody are expected to write the exact question number and make sure you are not changing the number as per the order of question paper. For example, if you're starting from section A to E, stick on with the sections and the question number. Do not change the order because the person who are correcting your paper should not get messed up, right? So just stick on with your question number and the sections, right from 1 to the last question. If it is ends till 30, till 30th question, you have to just follow the sequence. This tip number 3, following bulletin points. As far as social studies are concerned, your answer must be only in bulletin points. It may be 3 marks or 5 marks. So you have to follow bulletin points which make your paper in a neat and tidy way, right? So following bulletin points are very mandatory and should not go with passage writing, right? Tip number 4, the section wise analysis. So I'll just explain you how to attend your questions section wise. For example, in section A, you're having 1 mark questions. So how to write 1 mark questions? So that is the greatest confusion among especially the toppers. Because when you write 1 mark question, you have to precisely answer to the question. Instead of making like so many sentences and putting into a passage, you have to write what is really required for the question. So when you go for 1 mark question, just answer to the question. It might be in a word or a sentence, not more than that. Just be precise with your content when you're going with 1 mark question. So make that in your mind. So do I have to write question and answer or just answer is fine? So this would be majority question. So my answer would be, you can write the exact question number and give your answers alone. Do not have to write question. So just write the answer with proper question number. Fine. Then going with section B, your 3 mark question. As far as 3 mark questions are concerned, first write your exact question number, after which you have to frame your side heading from your question, right? For example, if somebody is asking you to write about Jallianwala Bagh massacre, so put the proper question number. For example, 13th question or 20th question is your Jallianwala Bagh. Write question number 20 and your side heading must be Jallianwala Bagh. After which you have to frame your answer in a bulletin type like point 1, 2, 3. Likewise, you need to arrange your answer. For 3-mark question, minimum 3 points are needed. Maximum you can stretch up to 6 points, right? Not more than that. So minimum 3 points, and make sure all the points which you're writing are fulfilling your answers, right? So that has to be taken into your mind. And next section, it's a newly added section, comprehension, the source based section. So they'll be giving you a passage in which you need to write the passage, read the passage, and then you have to understand the passage. From the passage, 4 questions will be asked. You are expected to answer those 4 questions. Might be, most probably you'll be getting like choose options you will be having, so that you're going to opt any one from your options. So do read. So this is one place where you will lose lots of time. Because you're having a passage, a long passage, and you need to read the entire passage, understand the passage, and then only you are going to answer. So it is definitely going to be time consuming. So make sure how your time management is going to be, right? So next section is going to be on section D, detailed answer. Detailed answer, as I told you in the brief answer, it is a 5-mark questions. So totally around 6 questions you will be getting in, and right from question number, just put a proper question number and then put a proper topic. And for detailed answer, you can have your introduction, the main content, and the conclusion, right? In case you're writing civics, you will be having lots of bulletin points. For example, if you are asked to write functions of political party, so you are having several functions wherein you can put in a proper bulletin points. For example, if the question is on history side, so you may not have such kind of bulletin points in your textbook, wherein you have to frame your own bulletin points and you can have a creative idea in it. The same NCERT content and the answer is not the same. You're not going to deliver the exact book content. Of course, you're going to write the content, but present in a best manner, so that you may not lose any mark in your examinations, right? So introduction, the main content, and the conclusion. These must be your proper arrangements. And if you want, you can add current affairs, right? We have something called current affairs. So history is always can be related with current affairs. So if you are putting any topic, any questions, you can relate definitely with your current affairs. You can make a separate subheading as current affairs itself and give your answer. So make sure you're highlighting all the keywords, right? So when you're writing the answer, all the keywords must be highlighted, right? Then only the person who's correcting your paper must be having a good impression that the child knows every answer, every point from the given topic, right? So these all the things which will obviously enhance your answer to get the full marks, right? While writing 5-mark question, you can even add like map. You can draw a map, or you can draw a mind map, you can draw a timeline. So to enhance your answer, you can do all. And section C, the most interesting part of section C is as far as history and civics maps are concerned, it's very easy. Only 9 places, right? From Amritsar, Chauri Chaura, Champaran, Ahmedabad, Kheda, Dundee, Madras, Calcutta, Nagpur. Only these are the 9 places you're going to learn, in which they themselves will plot the place, will underline the place. You just have to go and fill in the place what the question is asked, right? So as far as history and civics map are concerned, you don't have to give the key, right, in the right corner of your map. You don't have to plot the keys. Instead, you can directly go into the place and fill the place. What exactly? For example, if they are asking a place where Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place, you go exactly near to Punjab and mark Amritsar, right? So this is going to be your answer. The last important tip, but not the least one, okay, it is all about time management. So this is one of the most questions from my students, like, ma'am, how to manage the time, especially toppers. When it comes for toppers, they know everything, all the content, they just read blah 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 blah, and they just write everything, but they don't know how to manage time. So this is one of the most often asked question for my students: how to manage time, ma'am. So time management in your examination hall is possible only when you practice as many as sample question possible before examination. I think this is the right time for you all to sit and practice sample papers. By this time you would have finished all your preparations. Now it's time for practicing the sample papers, and only if you start practicing the same sample papers and try to complete paper before half an hour, right? So that when you go for board examination, it will be really easy for you to complete on time, right? This is number one. And whenever you write each and every question trillion times, it gets into your brain, and you will be definitely knowing which should be your first point, which should be your last point, which is going to be your introduction, which is going to be your conclusion, what are the keywords, how to highlight the keywords. Everything you will be knowing only when you practice it, right? So practice makes perfection, right? So keep this in your mind. These are all the 5 important best tips. If anything, any other queries and clarification, you can definitely reach me and text me through the message boxes. So that is all about this video. Thank you so much. I hope this is going to be worthwhile watching it. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.